Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining our session. Today we have Mohamed Sirajudeen, who is a senior Sitecore consultant and two-time Sitecore MMP, and will speak on topic integrating ChatGPT models in Sitecore. Hoping to have a great session. Over to you, Mohamed.
Yeah, thank you, Arjun, for the nice introduction. Yeah, hello everyone. So, so today's topic is I'm going to present integrating ChatGPT models in Sitecore. Before I start the session, I just introduce myself. My name is Mohamed Sirajudeen, but people call me as Siraj as a short name. And I'm a Sitecore solution specialist in Scale Asia Private Limited. I'm working for one of the healthcare client, and basically I'm working in Sitecore headless Next.js applications here, and I'm a specialist in Sitecore MVC side as well, and also I'm now uh, doing the learning by integrating some AI tools as well as I just learn the cloud systems and how to integrate the cloud systems and the notification platforms and other stuffs as well. So during my research, yeah, so I got to know some interesting topic, how to integrate the OpenAI, which is ChatGPT models, into the Sitecore. So I would like to share the same with the community. So I'm here to present. So before I start the session, normally I just go for the quote. Yeah, so we always see some quotes, right? Okay, so this is a one I read it not today, maybe last week. So our goals are the maps. So our confidence is the fuel that gets you the destination, right? So we need to be actually focus on that. So focus on everyone's having their goals is their everyone's plate, right? So goal is very important for everyone. So we need to focus on the goals to achieve the confidence level is very important to achieve the goals. Yeah. Let's move on to the agenda of today's meeting. Yes. Yeah, this is the introduction. And so first, I will go for the introduction about artificial intelligence and some overview about it. And then this is very important, right? So why artificial intelligence, particularly in CMS platforms? And so what would be the business impact and what are the business ideas and how can we achieve it? So we'll start, we see, and then we move to our core concept like overview of ChatGPT integration with Sitecore and ChatGPT API keys, models, what is that, and how to see that. Okay, we see these things theoretically and some architectural diagram as well. So once we see that theoretical things, then we go to the practical demo, and I will show the demo. So I just put some buffer time of 30 minutes, maybe it go adding into it, or maybe I can complete it before 30 minutes as well. So then we will have a Q&A session for interacting more about the ideas and so what we know and what we don't know. Yeah, to know that. So next, yeah, this is my first slide for the topic. Yeah, so introduction to AI. So nowadays everyone seems to talk about this artificial intelligence, right? So wherever you go, the people started investing the time on building the tools for the AI and what actually means. Okay, so because the people are saying like, okay, when the AI comes, the human jobs will go off. Okay, the layoff is happening. So because the AI is booming. What is actually? So if you see closely the context, AI enables the machines, right? Okay, to simulate the human-like reasoning. So the day by day, so we are learning something and we are analyzing something, and at the end of the day, we are taking some decisions, right? So these things, the same things, okay, the AI also doing, but so we have to train the AI, right? So to do these actions and all. So for that, some core functionalities and capabilities they have. So somebody is saying in very recently like RAG, LLM, so kind of thing. Okay, so it starts from here only. So you see these core capabilities like natural language processing, machine learning. The people talk about that machine learning, and the predictive analytics. And sometimes, okay, the people say this prediction will be coming from the artificial intelligence as well. So how it comes, maybe some automation, some tools. So these topics, right? So if you see closely with this core capabilities, maybe let's move on to the slide. Owner, yeah. So if you closely see that natural language processing, this is a kind of a branch. Okay, if we have a trees, okay, it has the branches, right? It's a kind of the branch from the AI. And what it do actually, so it helps to understand the programs, interpret and respond to the human languages, basically for the chatbots. Okay, we don't know so whether the people are there or not. Nowadays, okay, they say the Alexa, so they say some human chatbot is available in the site. So previously and all, okay, we have a doubt, right? Okay, so whether we are talking to the AI or the real person. So sometimes, so that's why this natural language processing does. So machine learning means, okay, it doesn't have any programs, but day to day. So we have to train through the data. That's why it's a learning, the machine learning. Okay, so we have to train them. It's a kind of a subset. So where the system learn from the data and improve over time. So because we have to provide the data again and again, and beautify the data. So at one point of time, so it will improve the standard of providing the results, right? So the third one is a predictive analytics. The predictive analytics is nothing but I already talked about the weather forecast, maybe the risk management in the business. So this all comes into this picture, right? Okay, it basically the statistical data, and then the statistical data is the historical data. Historical data gives the machine learning kind of thing. The historical data gives the predictive whether it happens or not tomorrow, whether it rains or not. So this kind of the predictions and some automation. Automation is the whole concept, right? So the automation, we have some automation tools to, for example, when you take the Azure DevOps, we have a lot of dashboards, and we have a CI/CD and some automating triggers, and without manual intervention, human intervention, like okay, without the manual resource, something automated, something trigger, right? So this is a kind of the technology to perform the task. So over the time. So this is a kind of capabilities it has, the AI tools. So what is AI in today's digital landscape? Means okay, today's digital world. So what is happening with this AI? Okay, how we are seeing this as AI from the user's point of view. See, rising user expectation for the personalization means okay. So the user is thinking in a very higher level to personalize their data. So when we train the data, so if we provide the input, they feel like the personalization can do anything. So that kind of the expectation they have, and also something like a content automation we can do, and we can do some quick decisions. And if some manpower, like for example, if we have a 10 resources to take the decisions. Hello, sorry, so I got a noise. Very sorry. Yeah. Um, yes. Sometimes, okay, we have to take a decisions, right? Okay. So that time, it requires, and we have some tools. I already told the Azure DevOps, Jira, Confluence. So there is some integration tool also available. So we can provide some workflows through the AI and some trigger, some business logic we can apply, right? So and also we can apply it to the CMS platforms. This is very important for us, right? CMS platform, because our Sitecore is one of the content management systems. So we can do that, right? And that is also very important. So for our case, why artificial intelligence is matter from the CMS point of view? Because you see here first point, okay, enhances the content creation. So content management system means okay, we have to manage the content. So content is coming from the various sites, right? So when you see the content creation, so definitely we are going to create the content not only for the single language. Sitecore supports the multi-language, multilingual supports, so the translation is applicable here. And sometimes okay, the SEO ranking is very important, right? So when it comes to the SEO ranking, so our applications will go into the top when it goes for any search like a Google or Bing. The SEO ranking is very much important for the marketing side. So we have to apply with some good SEO tags or keywords or the descriptions, right? Okay, so for that, okay, we can beautify those SEOs as well by using the AI. And also the personalization. Personalization, we talked about some modernized features, and some features we can customize for the geographical locations, and some features, okay, we can customize like very easily for the related links and the related articles, those kind of the stuffs. And so we have to deliver some personalized experience, right, okay, at the scale. Streamlines the multilingual publishing also here applicable. So because I already talked about this, okay, we use the multilingual. So then when it comes to the picture of publishing to the multilingual customers, okay, it is definitely streamline this process, and it would give the quicker process to achieve the goals. So here you see evaluating AI fit. This is very, very important. Whenever we go for the AI, we have to definitely evaluate from the business point of view. So we have to ask some repeated questions in our mind whether definitely this AI is going for the good productive source for our application or what. So these are also some key questions. Okay, this is not the only the question. This is the some key questions. Definitely the business needs to check whether our applications, our business is really content driven engagement or what. So because the content driven in the sense, okay, in the CMS platform, if we have the content, we have to check how heavily dependent with the content. Then only we can go and invest something to get some investment, right? So otherwise, okay, it's no nothing to use. And also we have to check with the scalability and personalization is really critical. So are we going to achieve it through the normal coding process or normal day-to-day work life process? Whether definitely is this critical to achieve it through the AI, and how good this is for the business and how good this is for the users. So we need to check, right? And also some repetitive task we can check. So whether AI can reduce that repetitive manual task or what. And this is very, very important about the security and compliance and the government requirements, because sometimes what happens, the AI provides us something, but if you are not reviewing, if you push the changes to the site or somewhere without manual intervention, definitely we will go and face this kind of the complaints and governance. So sometimes, okay, some text or some unnecessary text which violates the government rules or governance things, definitely it hurt us, right? And maybe we get some fine or something will happen, right? So we need to actually take care of these things and all before we go into the AI. And how the approach should be, maybe I can give some overview kind of thing, like, okay, how the approach should be. So we have to start first, we have to analyze, and we have to start with some low risk POC. So if we start with the low risk POC and scale gradually, so not go rapidly. So this is the world, okay, it never ends, right? Okay, so this is the day by day process and the month by month process or year by year process. We have to scale gradually, means, okay, we will get some idea, and then we get some pinpoint, like, okay, where we can actually do the changes and where we can actually providing the value. So then we will know. So that's why my approach to start this with the low risk POCs and then analyze and then scale gradually. There are some AI failure examples as well. See, this one I got it from the online. So it's very recently, it happened in 2025. You see the Commonwealth Bank of Australia, some voice bot they actually designed and they published. And what happened? See, CBA replaced 45 call center jobs with this AI voice bots to streamline operations. However, the automation failed, backfired, and customer call volume surged, satisfaction dropped, and the backlash forced CBA to reverse the decision and the rehire the affected employees. See how it affected. So in because they may go with some rush to compete with their competitors. So that's why, okay, they go in a rush and they actually replaced some 45 call center jobs and then they rehired, right? Okay, so definitely it's a bigger loss for them, and also the failure from the artificial intelligence point of view. There are the other cases as well. So I'm not reading that. Maybe you can read. Okay, so there is some healthcare tool. Okay, that also providing some inaccuracies for the drugs approvals. So this is also happened in the USA. So these are all the AI failures as well. That's why I'm saying, okay, before pitching to this AI, we have to think twice or thrice, and we have to actually see the business. So whether it fits, okay, then we can go for it. Whether it's not fit, then actually we have to wait and we have to see the progress, and then we have to go with the lower level, low risk POC, and then implement the original solution, then go for it. So just coming to the ChatGPT integration, some business impact ChatGPT integration does so far. Some value addition like it generates multilingual or localized content, and it automates SEO as well. Some user improve user support via a conversational AI means the chatbot, and enhance marketing campaign means okay some promotions campaigns and datas, some quick data processing for the banner. Okay, it helps a lot. So that's why the impact is actually it is very fast, right? Very quick to the market, and some operational cost also reduced, and some better customer engagement through the conversational AI as well, right? So this kind of the business impact it already does. Some real world examples as well from our content management system point of view. You see here the content editors, we can draft the articles and actually some product descriptions. Okay, we can make it in a very professional way. And some marketing for marketing teams, actually the personalized campaigns, some banners, some text, maybe some related documents, and we can provide them for their marketing strategy. For the developers, we will actually involve more into the AI workflow and the AI tools and integrate into the platforms. This is more technical side. For the business users, data-driven insights for the decision making. As I told, there is a dashboard kind of the thing. This will be definitely required for the business user to visit their reports and insights, right? So that will also the real world examples for integration. So this is the key takeaways from this out of concept, the ChatGPT. This artificial intelligence transforms CMS platform into the intelligent ecosystem. This is very important. See, it transforms the CMS or platforms into the intelligence ecosystem. It's not replacing something out of box or something. So it makes some intelligent decisions. That's it. So evaluate business fit before investing. This is what I told multiple times, right? Okay, first we need to evaluate, and ChatGPT brings a tangible return of investment through the content automation and the personalization. We had the proof of implementing open AI, and so the customers, we need to focus on the goals. We need to focus which area gives the more revenue, so we can go some rapid actions towards that particular goal, then we can achieve it. For example, if we spend some dollar 10,000, okay, definitely it will give the return amount of dollar 20 25,000. It had a proof already, so with Amazon and other real world examples as well. So this is the very nice. I see that the future of CMS. Okay, see, this is a AI augmented, not AI replaced, which means AI augmented means a human plus AI. So it is giving some intelligent decisions, then the human will use the decision to make the CMS in a very beautiful way. So beautify the CMS and the CMS results. Yeah. Yeah. Are you guys tired of listening this, right? Yeah, I'm very tired by explaining this, because without knowing the core concept, and if we jump directly into something we develop, so definitely it's not a worth of seeing, right? So that's why I just explain the things and some business workflow. Yeah, even I'm also tired to explain this. Yeah. The good news now, we are going to integrate the ChatGPT with Sitecore. So not immediately with the demo, but something before we have to see. So I'm also so excited to share this. Yeah. So this is architectural diagram. So how the OpenAI, that's ChatGPT AI, integrates with the Sitecore. See here, okay, we have the content editor, and normally we all know content editor having the languages. Maybe we have the fields, items, templates, right? So the request will be from here to the backend, and the backend means okay, our site core middle in between the site core and the OpenAI. So I have already the proof of concept, like okay, I developed this backend in the Sitecore solution itself. Yeah, so we have this API layer, and it receives the content, it adds business logics and some API key, definitely. So if we come up with any of the technologies and any of the platform, definitely we have some unique keys, right? Here also we have the API key. So that API key we have to configure in our systems, and then we have to call the Open API, and Open API gives the response. That response will be beautified by the backend API layer and the processed AI output. Okay, these AI output will be stored once again into the Sitecore CMS system. So this is how it works. So uh, so we will not go very advanced here. Okay, basically we have the Sitecore systems, we have the API layer and process the data. That processed data will store into the Sitecore CMS once again. So how it impacts our site or related content. So that we are going to see. This is the ChatGPT OpenAI API key and the models. API key generation. So first of all, okay, we have to generate the API key. So here you see there is a sign in. So this is the kind of end of a slideshow. Maybe we are going to do more things with the. So this is the platform API. This is the platform openai.com, and I have my see, I have my own account, and also I'm plus member, and I subscribed this OpenAI APIs. So this is a subscription, and we have to accept the subscription by using the credit card. And yeah, I did that, and I created two API key. So the one thing is, once you create the API key, we have to copy and store it somewhere. Otherwise, okay, we can't see the API key once again into the platform. This is how they design. And yeah, that's for the security purpose. I already stored somewhere in my application in the Sitecore I stored. Yeah, I got this API key. This is the first step we have to do. And yeah, then once we create a API key, we have to store securely. Yeah, and we have some ChatGPT models. Since I told, okay, I'm a plus member, that's kind of subscription model. Uh, I can access GPT-4o as well, GPT-4 Turbo, but it's bit expensive than 3.5 Turbo. But for this demo, I'm using 3.5 Turbo only. So ChatGPT 4o, it's a little bit fast, and performance-wise, it's good. And yeah, 4 turbo is for the cost and speed, it's they optimized. 3.5 is actually the lightweight and the cheaper alternative. So we can go 3.5 for some test environment or some testing or POC analyzing side, we can go for it. Okay, so once we go into the production mode, we can go for the latest one. Now they released the GPT-5 as well, but models I haven't seen yet, but still they are using these models, GPT-4o turbo and 3.5 turbo. Yeah, so then yeah, this is a model. Yeah, there are some key parameters in the OpenAI. We have a model. We have to choose the engine, right? Engine is nothing but this model only, GPT-4o and 3.5, because they have the separate engine for this model, and it will actually get the data from the trained servers from this. And we have the messages. Messages is nothing but, okay, it's a kind of a prompt. We have to send like users and system and some assistant as well. And temperature is kind of a creativity, and it is close to the perfection. And yeah, so when we increase this temperature, the cost will bit increase, but I use 0.3. It controls somehow close to the action, but not very accurate. Yeah, so I use this temperature at 0.3 for our demo. Yeah, max tokens is, yeah, some limit, right? For the tokens, some limit. Okay, they call it as, for example, for every request is going as a token. They have some limit for the response as well. We can set it, or we can either skip it as well. But I haven't set any max tokens. But we can still set it for the security purpose. For some example, like, okay, if some hackers coming from the backend side, if they wanted to put more data into the side, okay, that time, okay, we can restrict through these max tokens. Yeah, it's a demo time, guys. Yeah, so I will show, okay, how this is working. Yeah, before starting the demo, I have a two approaches today. Like I'm coming with the two practical use cases. One is the translation. translation in few seconds by using GPT 3.5 turbo model. And the second one is the related articles features. So I implement in my local application. So related articles. So we have some, I will show this before I move into the demo. I'll show one quick thing. Yes. API key and usage. And they have a document as well. If you go into this document, we can, if we have a patience, okay, we can go and read this. And if you see something like assistant API, real-time API, and some APIs, and they have the good documentation as well. And I wanted to show one thing like, see, here there are the API capabilities. These are all the APIs, okay, they provided. There are categories and the API categories in the sense, okay, it's like a REST endpoint. We have the chat completions and we have images and chat completions. If I go here, yeah, it is. It gives the usage, chat completions and web searches, file searches, embeddings, moderation. This is a kind of a category. So, for example, I just take this vector stores. So, what it will does, it will do this vector stores in the sense, okay, it creates the own DB. It stores the data itself in the vector DB. So this kind of the provisions also they give. But in this demo, I'm using two API endpoints. Like one is chat completion, and second one is the embeddings. This one I'm using the chat completion. I'm using it for the translation. This embedding I'm using it for the related articles. Yeah. Now this chat completions, the AI. Just go here. API reference chat completions. You see, this is the post endpoint for the chat completion and some required request body as well, messages, model. I already told, right? Some other advanced thing as well, but I use only the necessary model in this demo. This is a chat completion API for the get, and it is for the post. Yeah. So now what I have done is first thing, okay, let's move on to the first demo, like translation in few seconds. Yeah, this demo basically, okay, I have my own Sitecore solution. This is my Sitecore solution, and in this Sitecore solution, I created the project called Sitecore Headless Demo AI. Yeah, so here I have basically the translation controller. So in the translation controller, what I did, so I have a translation controller, and the action is the translate item. So this particular method will actually translate the item by using the ChatGPT model. Where I call this ChatGPT model, okay, we have to know, right? Okay, see here. So here in the translate text with GPT, this particular method I call the post async. This is api.openai.com. I did not refactor any code. That's why I just directly hard coded the API endpoint here. So yeah, so I'm using this chat completion, and I have some body and body model. Okay, I'm here. Okay, so it gives a model, and model basically we have the text and the field label and string text. Yeah, and also it is a request. Okay, in the request, translation request, what I provide is just two things. First one is the Sitecore item ID, and second one is the target language code. because definitely the language is the key point here, right? To translate into the respective language. So we need to pass these two. And I have a field, these two fields in my one of the template. That's why I hard coded these two, title and content. These two field is going to translate, and this item ID and the target language code. So here I have already stored this API key in the Sitecore. This is my local Sitecore environment. In the local Sitecore environment, I have the home AI settings. Okay, got session out. 1 minute, let me. Yeah, so let's load it. Okay, I will just start. I'll continue my explanation. Yeah, so I have to provide these two and the fields as well, and I already have configured the API key in the AI settings itself. It is taking a bit time because this is a demo, right? So it is. Yeah. In this AI settings, I have this API key. This is a confidential, like it will not work maybe. So this is very confidential. We should not share this globally. Yeah, so I have set this API, open API key here in the AI settings. So by using that AI API key and this chat completion post link, and I'm passing the item ID and then the required field names and the respective language. So once I pass, what it does, okay, it provides the data. So for example, I open this Postman, you see here, I already hard coded that field value, right? That's why I did not provide that field value as a model object here. So here, this is my API. Translation is the controller, and translate item is the action point. And this action, okay, I have a model item ID. This is the one of the item ID for me, and target language is the FR. So this is how, okay, I'm providing. So I get the response like I'll show. It should not. See, this is how it gives the response. Okay, so once I get the response right, okay, so once I get the response, okay, I have to integrate this response into my field, right? So how it happens? Okay, maybe I have once I get this response, I have a generate translation PowerShell script. So in this PowerShell script, I have my API now because uh, ChatGPT, OpenAI provided the information to my API layer. Currently, it stays in the my API layer response. So this response, I have to store it somewhere, right? So how to store it? I'm actually getting the field values and item name here in this PowerShell script itself. In this PowerShell script, I'm passing the required language code, and so it is here, this part of code, actually begin edit and the end edit. So in this part of code, actual response to the open API response, and once we get the open API response, and we have to put it into the target items and the fields. So it gives this generate translation script is providing this kind of logics, and it works in that way. So how I integrate into the Sitecore? In the Sitecore, okay, we have actually, I don't know how many of you know this, but even I know it very frequently about this. Yeah, in the system, we have the modules, we have the PowerShell modules. In the PowerShell modules, you see we have the script library. In the script library, if you closely see, we have the generate translation. So this generate translation, I create this generate translation, but it should have the access of editing the administrator roles. Otherwise, okay, we can't. So here I pasted this particular script which I showed right in the solution. I did this. So once I created this generate translation in the context menu of the content editor, so it appears in every items, it appears in the scripts. So I will show you where it actually resides. So I go here in the home. Here I have the articles, ground articles I have. So I have set of grounds, the cricket grounds, Adelaide, Chepark, Eden Gardens, Edgbaston. So likewise, so I have a language, German and France as well. See, and now SEG, this SEG, okay, let's take any other MCG. Yeah. So this MCG, Melbourne Cricket Ground, doesn't have the German version and the French version. So how to generate? I already created the script and store it in the context menu script editor, right? So now I can go here in the scripts. We have the generate translations. So this generate translation triggers the script. So I'm going to click this. It will run the script. It will actually hit our API and it will get the Open API response, and the response is going to embed into the site. See, now this is the script results. You see here, I have EN. So we have the DED as well. DED is Germany, and we have the France. FRFR is the France. We got the response and it does something, right? Okay, here. And I'm going to do this. See, I'll go here to the site. I'm already running. Here I have the ground articles. I have the MCG. So this is the article description page. So we have the MCG cricket ground and we have the related data. I am currently I have two languages, right? If I click this FRFR through the Next.js routing, it will take the France one, yeah. And if I go with DE, now it comes. Something is duplicated, but somehow, okay, what is our goal is, okay, it is achieved through the translation within a second, right? Okay, likewise, so you see here, Sydney cricket ground, okay, we have English and the French version, and if you wanted the German version, so not only the German, if we have maybe the 20 languages, so it generates the scripts in a minute, right? And also it gives, okay, how it does actually. So it calls the ChatGPT model, and ChatGPT provides in a very minimum charge. So it provides the data, and the data is updating here in a minute, right? So we are going to invest more resources for providing these actions to manually put the content. So content can review by anyone. So that manpower still exists, but the putting the content in a minute or a second, okay, it is obviously the good change, right? So this is how actually the translation kind of the idea works. So I'm just providing the just POC, and this POC maybe we can turn it to the real time, real world example, or how can we achieve maybe somebody having the millions of content data. So we can process all these data, maybe, so not every data, slowly, maybe for first 10,000 data at a time, and we can review it and we can put it right. And so instead of putting manual effort, maybe some manual code, manual intervention into the code might fail sometimes. Okay, it does not give the exact results, but it gives the exact results, right? So that's why, okay, this can be the good idea in terms of the content management system. This is one of the ideas, and maybe I can share the second one now. You go here and the related articles. I'm just I'm just putting here the related articles, API openai.com, and version 1 embeddings. So this embedding is the next, the one another ChatGPT model and ChatGPT endpoint. Okay, it can provide some vector values. Okay, how it does? Okay, maybe I can show. Let's go into the site. Yeah, here I have another controller, this AI controller. In this AI controller, what I did is actually I have one embeddings action. So this embedding actions having the request. Okay, so this request is basically it provides actually the data, and here what it does, embedding request. So whenever we get the requested data, so the requested data will be processed and analyzed and processed. So the requested data is I'm providing some body content and I'm providing some related article content. So that related article content will be processed, that the processed data will be converted into the vector. So see here, now I go into the create embedding method. Let's create embedding method. You see it here, we have some configuration. Yeah, so this is the model for embedding. We have some different model, like, okay, we have to use this text embedding 3 small. Okay, this we need to give as embedding model. This is one of the embeddings models, where we have other models as well. This is the basic model, and what it does is actually, so the key point here is it provides the vector data. See here, it calls the v1 embedding, and the response is coming here. This response is parse CSV, and it provides some question value. This is a kind of a code. I got it from the ChatGPT integration itself. So I just converted into the C# method. And so once they actually process this data, it gives the vector value. This float is nothing but the float value. The float value will be actually stored. The float value will be actually stored in the comma separated value in the PowerShell script. Once I process, I got the data again, once again. Okay, it's like the last API. It's kind of the last API, okay, which I explained, right? So once this create embedding provides the data, so it will return the data here. See, so once I get this create embedding, and it gives the embedding, this is the vector. This vector it provides. So we have what we did it in this PowerShell script. In this PowerShell script, create embedding PowerShell script, I'm calling my API, because now this API is the center point, the center API layer. So I'm calling this API. In this API, it gives the vector response. That vector response I have actually joined by using the comma separated value. Why the comma separated value? Because we have to somewhere store consistent way. So once we have this vector processed, vector in the sense it is more secured. So we can't actually decrypt these vector values. Vector is a kind of a secured way to translate the actual content into the float vector. So once we have the float vector, and we have to actually separate it through some separators. So I'm using the comma. So comma is not a mandatory. I'm just using the comma. We can use the pipe symbol as well. We can use the space as well, but I'm using the comma. So now I have got the vector from the requested text. I'm storing somewhere, right? So for that as well, I have the articles here. In this article, you see the same way I created some players articles. So the players are Andy Murray, maybe the Rafael Nadal, Roger Federer. If you know tennis, okay, we know these players, right? So these are the tennis players: Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe. Okay, they are the football players, and Sachin, Rohit Sharma, and Virat Kohli, they are the cricket players. But I never actually shown somewhere they are the cricket through the category or something. I did not set anything, but I have only their description. This body, this is the body for the Virat Kohli, this is the body for Sachin Tendulkar, and this is the body for the Roger Federer. So I'm going to create one new player here. So see, I already have the embedding point here. I will show first. I show the site. See here, when I go to the article about Andy Murray. So when I go to the article Andy Murray, what it will do, actually, it gives a response. It has the widget related articles. In the related articles widget, what I do is, okay, I call the related articles, related APIs, related DTO APIs, and I have already written that in the AI controller itself. You closely see, this is my related article. It takes API AI related. It takes the ID of the item, and take only three articles I needed. I just take 3. So what it does, actually, I already store that vector value somewhere in the item itself, right? In the article item itself, right? So it actually check that value, that vector value. So it's not actually checking um, our original data. It is a processed and secured data. So this vector value gets, that embedded data gets actually refined, and that embedded data gets processed, and this gives the close match response. So I haven't provided any type for this is a cricket, tennis. I haven't provided any category, but I have their description by using the article, by using the profile. So it actually this API provides the embedding vector, and embedding vector provides a close match of the related articles. See the magic now. So now I'm going to see the articles Andy Murray. Andy Murray, we know, so he is a tennis player. When I click Andy Murray, you see the related document. The related document, Rafael Nadal, Roger Federer, Novak Djokovic is coming. So they are also the tennis players. But I have the other items as well, like Jasprit Bumrah. I have Lionel Messi. But when I go and search, the Lionel Messi. See, Cristiano Ronaldo, Kylian Mbappe, Neymar. So they are coming. So it's not processed from the original text. It is processed from the secured text. It's the embedding text. Nobody can see that actually. So how the embedding text looks like? So embedding text, I have the AI embedding. This is now actually visible. So maybe we can actually disable this AI embedding from the content editor itself. So content editor cannot change, right? Okay, if I go and change something, okay, it will definitely break. So it should not happen, right? We can hide this as well. We have the customization, but for this demo, I show how it looks. So this is the vector value. We don't know how this vector value produced. So this vector value had been produced by the AI. So it has been stored in our system. So this vector value, how it generates through this body. So it has some close contact, right? Okay, whenever we actually calling that related API, the related API compares this AI embedding values among these players, and it gives the value. So for example, I'm going to create one more now, like MS Dhoni. Okay. I'm just going to get some text about MS Dhoni. Yes, I'm just going to get this. Okay, here the AI embedding, and okay, I need the image URL, right? This image URL, I'm going to get it. Here I can get the MS Dhoni picture. Okay, I can save this, use this file. Okay, image URL, I store it. Okay, I have now the MS Dhoni title and his body and his description, and as well the image URL as well. This is the global URL. So I wanted to generate this AI embedding. So how it does? Okay, the same way. So I have the PowerShell script. This PowerShell script has been already created in the create embedding content editor context menu. You see this? Whatever I showed, right? Okay, I have already this create embedding. So now my job is to just right click and create Tony scripts, create embedding. View scripts or results. Yeah, see, this is calling A API or API for embeddings. Okay, it's true. Okay, and yeah, the response is true. And the IA embedding updated successfully because in this script itself, okay, I have updated in the related field. So see, this is the MS Dhoni's vector value. So it generates in a second for this description and it stores and it is going to evaluate through that. It is going to compare through the related APIs. So it is going to happen now. So now I'm going here. So articles MS Dhoni. See, when I click the MS Dhoni, so did I say, okay, these are all the close related guys for the MS Dhoni? I didn't say that, but I just created the embedding vector and I just uploaded into the items. So here you see, whenever you click the other guys as well, maybe the Rohit Sharma and Sachin, if Sachin, MS Dhoni is coming. See, it depends. So maybe we are only taking the three, right? Maybe it is taking only top three members. Maybe the Virat Kohli is a batsman. These three are the batsmen. That's why. So when I click the Rohit Sharma, so he's not coming. Maybe the Rohit Sharma and Jasprit Bumrah, they both belongs to the Mumbai Indians. I don't know. So some close contacts will be there. So and it provides the data through the vector, and we have to store that vector and hide it, and through the secured way, and we can get the related documents as well in a minute, right? So maybe for that, okay, we have to create the API layer. That's it to achieve this through the integration, and we can see the magics. And yeah, so apart from that, yes, these are all the demos. Okay, well, first one, I hope, okay, this demo provides some value and some ideas of how it generates. And maybe first one is the translation, so we have done it, and second one is the related articles as well, that through the embedding APIs. I only check these two things in this demo. Maybe the future demo I can go and explore the other APIs as well. Maybe the vector API is a little bigger one, and the image generation. So maybe we can do more stuffs related to that. But I got a chance to explore these things. Okay, that's why I wanted to share it with you guys. That's why I showed, and also I have the Git repository as well. Okay, maybe I will share this document with the organizers. Okay, maybe they can also share it, this Git repository. Otherwise, you can note it. Okay, if you feel this is a good code, maybe the good implementation, then you can grab this. I just made it actually public, and you can go and get the GitHub URL and make use of these APIs. And I attached this PowerShell script as well. That's why I attached this PowerShell script within the solution. So that would be useful. And thank you so much for the opportunities. Yeah, true, right? Opportunities don't happen. We have to create on our own, actually. Thank you so much for SUG Kolkata, especially for Arjun and Kaushik. And thank you so much, guys. So you guys are great. Actually, thank you for the opportunities to show this new things. Okay, for me, this is a first session to present ChatGPT integration into the Sitecore. I hope, okay, some ideas you might get through this. So which would be the actual goal, right, from our point of view. So definitely, yeah. So maybe if you have any question and answer, okay, somebody raise the hand. Okay, you can ask, shoot out the question, and we can.
Praveen, yeah. Praveen, go for it.
Hello, can you hear
Yes,
me?
yes,
Yeah,
yes, Praveen.
yeah. Thanks for providing this session, Mohammed. I mean, very, the informative. My
Thank you.
question is with respect to the first demo you have shown, right? It's a
Yeah,
translation through AI, right?
yeah, yes.
And when you were showing that demo,
Mm.
so we were having kind of a rich text box there, and you were having kind of a formatting into that one. So Melbourne, cricket ground, and all, it was kind of a bold, right?
Yeah,
But when
yes,
we did the
actually.
translation for the other
Yeah.
one, right? We lost that formatting in and all. Yeah.
Actually, it did not lost it. Actually, I will show
Uh-huh.
you the other things as well. But demo something happened sometimes
Okay.
newly, right? Okay, so
Mhm.
I actually. I show you.
Yeah.
I got your point actually.
Yeah.
So see, so here in the lots as well, for
Mhm.
this French, okay, see,
Okay.
it is also actually happened through the script. So I'm sure. So here you see, it is the HTML did not break, but
Mhm.
somehow I showed in the demo in the MCG, but it breaks. So I need to check, okay, what happened? Maybe some tweak. I don't
So,
have a time, that's why I did not.
yeah, that's fine. I mean, so
Yeah,
do
but
you mean to
it
say,
will not break.
okay, that's what I mean.
I
I
can
was
assure you.
asking that question. So
Yeah,
it will
see,
not break. So
I
formatting in
have
email.
tried other things as well. See, Oval, so
Mhm.
this France and Germany also, I did not copy from the, see, here also it is
Okay.
coming,
Okay.
yeah, the HTML. But your point is very valid. Even I also noticed. But if I involve more time into that, definitely I will not
No,
complete this
that's fine.
on
I
time.
was,
That's why.
I
But
was
it's
going to.
very good catch actually. It's a very good catch. But
No,
I'm sure, okay, this will not break.
no, that's
So
fine. I
yeah,
mean,
this will not break. Yeah,
so I mean,
yeah.
AI will take care.
Something happened. Okay, in between, I need to see.
No,
Yeah,
no
but
problem.
it's very good catch, Praveen. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks.
First of all, thank you, Mohammed, for giving, showing details around ChatGPT model. It was very nice session, I would say. And thanks for raising the questions. Let's ask if anyone has any questions around this.
Right.
Yes, Sankar.
Yes, Shankar.
Let's go for it.
Yeah. So, thanks, Siraj, for the session. I just want to know. I know OpenAI. It's a third-party integrations. Have you tried with the Sitecore stream for any of the scenarios?
No, actually, basically, I don't have the license here for the Sitecore stream, but I haven't tried. Maybe if you have any free of license, yeah, maybe I could try, but unfortunately, I don't have it. That's why I just try with the other models. Yeah, it end up with the ChatGPT model because it gives me some cheaper API models. So that's why I just ended with. But your point also valid. I also saw many of the communities are providing such nice demos for the Sitecore streams as well. So this is also good. But I just wanted to integrate some external API models. Okay, that's why I just pitch in with this.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Thank you, Shankar. Yeah. So even I'm also eagerly waiting for somebody to provide some insights for the getting Sitecore stream. Yeah.
Yeah. All good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyone have any more questions?
Yeah.
Let's see the chats if we have any there. No, we don't have.
Okay. If you don't have means, okay, this is my contact actually. So please note it down. This is my email and this is my mobile number. Arjun, okay, you can note it my Malaysia number as well. If you
Sure, I will.
definitely you can contact me. Yeah. So LinkedIn as well. Okay, you can give me the connection request. Okay, if you want, and yeah, we can actually connect each other and grow ourselves day by day. Inshallah. Yeah.
Correct. I will
Yeah.
attach all the
Thank.
details into the Kolkata or the event page. I will add all the Git repositories and all the links which you have shared with us, Mohammed.
Yep. Sure.
And if anyone has any questions, do ping him, and even me. I can help you in that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Thanks a
thank
lot,
you. Thanks a
everyone.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Cheers. Enjoy, everyone.